Hello, my Sugarplums. Welcome back to my channel. Guys, it's been a while since I posted and I apologize for that because I've been dealing with a cold for the past few weeks and it's still there. So if you hear that my voice is a little bit different, that's because, yeah, I'm still dealing with the cold. Now, I am going to be doing like a little bit of play with some pigment powder and some new mold that I got. Now, I have been trying to find some good neon color mica powder or pigment powder. I have some, but they are acrylic paint, and because they are acrylic paint and I have them for a while, so they tend to like clump up a bit. So it's a pen. So I wanted to have like some powder that way it will last me longer because I don't play with them like a lot. I have a lot of different powders and mica powders and pigment powders. So if they stay there, so it's fine. It's not gonna go bad or anything like if it's acrylic paint over time. So I got this brand on Amazon, and unfortunately, guys, I will put the name or the link for this particular brand in the description box, just because on the box they have like so many stickers on top of that, so you can barely see what brand it is. So that's the problem right now. I don't have the brand name right on top of my head, so I'll put the link for you on the description box. Make sure you check it out. Now, I was very impressed with the different color they have on it. The box came with 10 different colors, and the jars are pretty big. And the colors they pop, they really pop. So for the next few videos I'll be playing with different one of those neon colors. I got a few mold, also a few new molds, so we'll be playing with those as well. But for today's video, we're gonna be playing with those mold, and I am gonna be doing both of them. The set came with two different. One of them you have two different one of them in the set. So for one of them, I'm gonna be using just the neon powders, and the other one I just want to do a clear one with some flower inside and see how it was gonna come out and look. I have like some deep pour resin that I need to finish using because it's been there for a while, probably like over like a month or 2 months. So it started to have like that yellow tint, guys. I'm not sure it's because it's quite hot where I live. My resin tend to change colors really fast. It was never like this before. One of the subscriber told me to try the Judiction resin. They told me that it will not change color, so I will be giving that a try. I only love Judiction because I use their UV resin and I love their UV resin. So thank you so much for the little advice. I will try Judiction Epoxy next time. Now I'm gonna be playing with these only 3 colors just because I want to mix those 3 colors together just to see which one of them is more potent or more dominant. I'm pretty sure like the pink is like super bright. This is the color Rose. It's very very and I also use the color Amber and the Lime. Now I'm pretty sure the Lime is not gonna be showing. I just want to make sure if it's gonna peek through like a little part of it. But the Amber color, I love that color. It's such a beautiful color. I love that color. So this is the 3 color I'm gonna be using, and I'm gonna be making one of the cube with them, and the other one again I'm gonna be using the dry flowers. Now, spoiler alert, the one that I made with the dry flower, well, it was a complete fail because it had like too many bubbles, and if the bubbles were only on the inside, it wouldn't make a big difference because it's flour. I know it's gonna have like bubble trap in it, but unfortunately we had like some bubble on the surface that kind of make a big mess. So I wish I had used like colors for the other one as well, but now I know. But anyway guys, so this is the color I'm gonna be showing you how vibrant, how beautiful those colors are. And the lime it by itself, if you do it by itself, it's a very, very beautiful green, a very beautiful light green color. And you can see again, the neon color is super, super, super vibrant and super bright. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix just like a decent amount in my resin. Now, just so you know, I had mixed 450 ml of resin. It was pretty much too much for one of the mold, so I end up using another mold to just kind of use the rest of them. And I'm glad I did, because it's like a pendant mold, one of those mold that have like different shape on them, and it kind of give me an idea what the colors kind of look like by themselves, or I mix some of them, and we'll see how vibrant those colors are, because it's gonna be mixed together inside the cube, so you're not gonna be seeing one color, because it's gonna be mixed. It's gonna give you like its own custom color. So that's what I did. One of the things that I'll say about those pigment powder is that it's a little bit difficult to kind of mix it. I wouldn't say like difficult. It takes a while for me to kind of mix it, because it's powder. It's very, very fine. And one of the things, guys, when you if you buy this same pigment powder, when you open it, that thing it's gonna fly everywhere, because it's very, very fine. So make sure you have your mask on whenever before you try to open this, because you have air pressure in it. So when you open it, it gives you like that, it releases the air and it goes flying everywhere. So now what I was saying is that it's a little bit difficult for me to kind of mix the color, just because it's powder. It tends to have those a little bit of clump in the epoxy. So it took me a while to kind of mix it and make sure I kind of crush those little clump of powders, so you don't have those end up in your project. So that's one of the things that I'll say about those powder. But apart from that, I absolutely love it. It's very, very beautiful. I love the neon color of it. It's very, very, very bright. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and mix everything and then pour everything inside my cube. And I'm also have some of the white left. I'm gonna mix some white in them just to help those colors kind of mix together to give me that custom color that I was looking for. It's gonna be probably like almost like a fire red, because you have the amber and the rose mixed together. Those are gonna be very predominant in the colors that is gonna giving you. Now the lime, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of almost got lost in the middle of those two colors, but I did see some a little peekaboo of the lime color showing in them. Now, first thing that I did with this cube itself, I went and put some clear resin in the mold, and then I kind of coat the inside of it with the clear resin. The reason that I did that is because that will help if we have any trap bubble, because if you're gonna put the color directly into them, because if there was a bubble trap in the numbers, because the numbers are indented, so I think that kind of helped a little bit. So I'm just gonna go ahead one by one and put the color on top of in the mold, and then once that's done, I'm gonna put the little back on it, and then you see there's a little hole in the back that allow you to finish filling it up. So when you're using this kind of mold, don't fill it all the way to the top, because you have to close it, because that little back piece have the number, one of the number on them, and usually it's number 1. So you have to have this close the whole mold, so that way you have your number 1 showing. So but you cannot fill it up completely, so you have to make sure fill it up like a descent almost like to the top, but make sure when you put the back on it, it's not gonna spill. That did happen to me. That's how I learned. So I make mistakes, so you guys don't have to do it. So I had to go back and remove some of the resin, so that way I'll be able to close that mold. Now, what I did is, once your resin is pouring it, I have all the bubble came to the surface. So I kind of sprayed some alcohol on it, and I'm using 95% alcohol, guys. So, but you can use isopropyl alcohol as well. So here, right, you see me removing some of the epoxy from the mold because it was too full. So I will not be able to close it. If I did that, I'll have resin spilling everywhere. So once I remove enough resin, I'm just gonna go ahead and close it, and then using some other resins, I'm gonna use the low hole that you see there, and we're gonna fill it up completely until you see the whole thing is completely filled. Otherwise, your numbers are not going to be showing. So I'm going to finish doing that. I'm going to repeat the same process for the clear one, and I'm just gonna do clear because my resin have a little bit of tint on it, yellow tint on it. I'm just gonna use some glitter for the clear one, and then I'm just gonna put my dry flower. Now, one thing I'll say for the clear one, if you're gonna be doing flower, with clear and everything like this in a mold like this, because the mold is quite deep, but it's also quite small at the opening is not as wide. And if you don't want to have any bubble, either if you have like a resin vacuum, make sure that you use that, or if you have like if you don't have that, you can use like some hot water and put your 2-part resin in hot water before you mix them. Don't mix them and put in the hot water, otherwise that's gonna cure really fast. So put part A by itself, put part B by itself in some, warm water, and that will help release the bubbles, and then you can mix them. And also, if you're going to be using flour, I highly recommend that you have your flour dip in resin before, because it's already coated in resin, so it's not going to have a lot of like bubble trap in them. I didn't do all those. I was like, I'm just testing the colors really. It wasn't like about the mold itself. It was more about the neon color I wanted to test. Now this one that I did, it completely, I can't use it because you have like way too many bubbles on the outside, like some bubbles on the outside, so I'm missing pieces of it. So yeah, this one was a completely fail, but it's fine. The other one with the color came out beautifully, and I'm glad because I wanted to check the colors. So because the star of the video was the colors. Now I wanted to do this mold because the reason that I was doing I did those color because like I say, I wanted to have like some kind of reddish color. I'm gonna be using them as this particular one. I use it as a night lamp, and I put that in my living room because sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night to go get water, and I need to have like a little bit of light source, but I cannot deal with bright light or white light at night. So I'm not gonna be able to sleep if I have any white light showing. So I use red. That way it's like give me enough source of lighting, but it's not bright. So I wanted to use like this. So I'm gonna be using this one as a night lamp, and I put that in my living room at night. I turn it on, and it's absolutely gorgeous, guys. Now I'll say that if you want, you have to buy this particular set of neon powder, but just know that it take a little bit of elbow grease to kind of mix it in the resin. Just because it's powder, it's gonna clump a little bit, so you have to keep going until everything is completely mixed properly. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and let you watch this part, and I'll be right back when we are doing the demolding. All right, guys. Alright guys, so it's been a little bit of a 24 hours. Now my resin is cured. I wanted to remove it to see what it looked like, and I absolutely love the color that came out on this. I'm so glad that I mixed the amber with the rose. So we had this color. Now I'll say the mold is quite easy to remove the resin from the mold, but the one thing that I'll say is like making sure that you don't cut yourself, because if you have like resin, the bottom part, you have like some sharp edges of the resin, so make sure you be careful if you're using that kind of mold, so you don't cut resin your finger, because if the resin is hard and it's sharp, you can cut yourself really well. So I still end up having like a little bit of bubbles in this one, but nothing too major that that's gonna ruin the project, the piece itself. But I'm showing right now I have like a little bit of bubble here and there, but I absolutely love how bright, how beautiful the color came out. Now I'll say the amber probably like more predominant when it mixed with the rose color, but I'm showing you here at the bottom, when I was pouring in the low hole, I had like the rose by itself. I put the rose at the bottom, and you can see the color rose, the rose color by itself, how beautiful and bright that one is as well. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing for this one, which one was the flower one. I wish this one worked, guys. I absolutely wish this one worked, because like the flowers were so pretty in it. Yeah, I used some chrysanthemum flowers in on that other flower that I used before. I forgot the name of it, but I wish it worked. And I also love this chunky glitter that I put on it, but because it's a deep pour resin, the glitter kind of sank down in the part at the bottom. It's because I had filled it up with the remaining of the resin, glitter resin that I had left to kind of finish filling it up. That's why you see both the bottom and the top have the glitter on it. But basically, the whole thing doesn't have any glitter on it, because the resin kind of the glitter sink to the bottom part of the mold. Now, I wish this one worked. I really wish that you can see how beautiful the flower kind of look inside of it, but unfortunately it was a waste, because like I had way too many bubbles. I didn't prepare enough. That's definitely my fault, because I didn't put the flowers in resin. I didn't like take time to kind of remove, make sure that the resin itself didn't have like any bubbles sitting in it. Now when you have resin like this, and you're putting in a deep mold, it's bound to have like bubbles if you don't make enough preparation. But that it's done. So there was nothing we can do about it. Now next time we know. So now you guys know what not to do. So you don't have to do that. Now I'm just gonna show you like all the bubbles that I have. So yeah. That's all I'm going to be showing you guys. This one, I'm not going to be using it. I was thinking about maybe I will like just go ahead and sand it and kind of try to save it. But you know what? It's really not worth it. I hate sanding. Plus, I have a really nasty cold that I have been dealing with for the past couple of weeks. I don't want to, mess up more and, do anything like that's gonna keep me sick more than I really am. So that's that. But I'm showing you guys like basically the molds are very, very beautiful, very, very, very beautiful, and it take about, I'll say maybe like 350 ml will fill up the mold. So if you're gonna do that, so if you're gonna do resin, because I had like, you can see the mold, the little mold that I have sitting on the table, that was from the other one, and that I did 450. I had some leftover. So yeah, so 350 ml should be enough to fill up those molds. So this one, I went and filled up the numbers with the white acrylic paint, just so the number can pop out. And you can see how beautiful this one is. The mold is quite beautiful. The the resin itself come out very nice and glossy, very shiny, beautiful. So this one I'm not gonna even bother putting, any acrylic to do the numbers, since I'm not gonna be using it. It's, it's basically trash. It's it's a fell. I'm not gonna be using it. This one is gonna go on my fell bin. So yeah, guys. So I'm gonna be showing you how I'm gonna be using it as a lamp. You buy those little things. They sell them on Amazon. They have like all kind of shape. You have round, triangle, square. I have a few of the round one, and they're quite bright. So once you just put on top of it. You don't have to glue anything unless you want to. You want to make it permanent, but you can just kind of move it and put something else on it. So I don't bother to never glue anything on top of it. So yeah, I just put it on top of it, turn it on, and you have a beautiful night light. If you're one of the person that needs some kind of light source to sleep, but you don't want anything bright, that's a good alternative for you to try. And I'll show you guys when I turn off on my ring light, how beautiful and bright this is. Now this one is the one I've been showing you. If this one wasn't a fail, this what it was gonna look like. It's still nice and bright, but it's not like too bright to kind of bother somebody. It's just the bottom part that's gonna be showing because of the flowers and everything. But unfortunately I'm not gonna be using that. So yeah, the red one definitely I use. It's in my living room. I turn it on every night, and then I have my red light source so it doesn't bother me. So when I get up in the middle of the night to go get water, I have like something that's gonna, there. And also, guys, I'm gonna be showing you quickly what I have, what the other one's gonna be looking like. Like this one is the lime green. As you can see, it's such a beautiful color. Now it's not as vibrant as is in the jars, because I believe I mixed a few drop of the ember in it, so it kind of diluted a little bit of the lime green color itself. So but this one is the ember, and as you can see, guys, they are very beautiful neon color. I'm happy that I bought them. I'm pretty sure I didn't buy them. It wasn't not that expensive. Was it maybe like, I don't think it was like $20. I think it was like either between $9 or $15. I'm not quite sure, guys. I will leave the link for you in the description. Make sure you check it out if you want to check it out. Now I'm showing you some of them I mix and match with some glitters and everything. I always have like another mold sitting there, so I don't waste resin guys, because that thing is expensive, and I have like so many of those little trinket of resin sitting. One day I'll do a project with all of them. Maybe I'll do like a big table and just put everything, all those little shape that I have a bunch of shape, like I'm talking about years of shape. Well, I've been using resin. I have like a bunch of them like in my workroom. So maybe one day I'll do like a big table, like a table with them or something, a project. Stay tuned for that one, guys. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. As you can see, I'm very happy with the neon color. I'm very happy with the mold. So make sure you check out the other video that I have on the channel. If you are a new subscriber, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, guys, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Help me grow the channel a bit more. I really appreciate that. And if you are an old subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by again. I love you guys so much. Make sure you like this video, share with your friends and family, and make sure you check the description box below for the link for the mold and the neon powder, pigment powder. So guys, I'll see you on the next video. Until then, you know the drill. Be blessed and stay blessed. I love you guys. Bye. Mwah.